Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Botania, Garden of Glass. This is now episode 42, and what we are doing today is we're going to be... I'm stuck. We are going to be making a bit of a change from what we've been doing, what we've been up to, being that beautiful thing behind us right there. What we're going to do today is we are going to be getting a bit of a mana farm going, which is a little bit different to the farms we have at the moment. We haven't actually gone through any real complex mana generation. In fact, the only mana generation we have, which is something we're going to deal with today, has been this being the Thermal Lily farm, the Endo Flame farm, and the Nar Slimus, which is below us. And I mean, that's a beauty of a mana maker. Really, it is. It's beautiful. Now, what we are going to be doing today is we're going to be doing something that I showed in a tutorial, and that was and still is, the rafflowsia. We were going to do this one here. It hasn't worked because of the corporea stuff, but the concept of the farm does work just fine. We have to link up that corporea, get that stuff working. I still haven't had any luck with it. I've messed around a little bit more. I think we will just do what I said last episode and take them all to the top, and then we can mess around with them on the top. They're so much easier to mess around with on the top. All the corporea connections. It's really a pain having them underneath hidden. And I mean, they don't look that bad. We could always do something about hiding them. But for today is the day we are doing stuff, and I don't have much food, so we're going to be eating melon at the moment. What we are doing today is we are doing the rafflowsia, as I say, and we're going to start off. Maybe we'll get to the rafflowsia completely automated today. I don't think we will, because there's quite a bit to do. Quite a bit of setting up for the inputs as well. In my tutorial, I didn't show the inputs, so I said I would show it in here. I may as well show it in here, see what we're doing. For today, we're also going to be doing this a little bit differently, so let's get rid of that. Get one of these, and we'll actually put it over here. So, I don't have to hold both. There we go. So the open crate's there. We got that there. What else do we need? We need one of... Actually, we need to go around here. Now, this is just so that we can get that Terror Shatterer working a little bit faster than what it's working at the moment. What do we need? We need. We have got the stuff we need on us. We just do that. And then we do one of that. Oh, no, we don't. We do one of those. One of those. And now we can do ourselves our item frame with... Oh, yep. Thank you. Perfect. We do our item frame on here. And I know we have a pretty simple dropper thing where we just refill the dropper. This over here, however, will mean that we don't have to continuously refill stuff. We can just drop stuff down as we please. So if we do that, connect it up to our system, which I don't think it's got a connection, but we'll soon find out. I don't think we are close enough. I still need to put another one in under here, I think. Let's go down. Let's see where our nearest one is. Yeah, it's definitely not doing anything. There, we'll probably need to put one over here, and then one more after that. So we go up here, pop one of them on, get rid of that. It takes forever. One like that, and then we'll do another one. I know we said we're not going to be doing them underneath, but I mean, hey, we are for now. Will that be in range? Maybe we'll just move up a block or so. Take these. There we go. No, thank you. I might wait this out for a few seconds, and then we should hopefully get a bunch of mana. And I think this will be relatively easy to connect up to there. Is it in range? That is a good question. It might just be in range, in which case we are ridiculously lucky. That should be enough flight for us. One of those, like there, and let's check if that's connected. Oh, let's see if it's all working. So we've got a mile to wait. Let's just do that. I can't see any connection happening there. Oh, man. Oh, man. It doesn't even work properly over here, so have a look at this. Oh, no, we're gonna have to land. Tell you what, I'll wait for my flight to come back and I'll be back. Alright, it has healed itself up. Now, have a look here. For instance, when I hit this one around here, you can see those are connected. You can see there's a connection there happening. Over here, we can hit this one. You can see there's a connection happening there, but we all know those all are connected. It seems like there's kind of a limit to the amount of these things that can be shown. So you can see I'm just holding down. It's only connecting those two. And realistically, this one, not that one, that one there should be connected to that one there. We are in range. We should be in range. And in fact, if we want to test it out, we can even do this, for instance. We can put something that we definitely don't have. For instance, this, the Rod of the Prismatic Lake. We've only got one of those. We can go around here, and we can go to Rod of the Prismatic Lake. We can just click there, make sure it's not calling. And there, we've just taken that one out of there. It is definitely connected, so we go here. Definitely gone. And that works. So it's really annoying, the fact that you can't see where these things are connecting like it should be. So that's kind of strange. Maybe there's something I need to do that will fix that up. Oh. Wait. It is working. Hey. That was magical, and that is the answer to everything. So these are actually going, it looks like. And I think one of these might just be out of range of that. So we might get our Manacia monocle. Double check that all of these are in range. I think it's this one here. So we'll double check that. And if it is, it'll be that one there as well. What is that? 1, 2, 3. No. You go there. Wait for it. Pick up. Okay, those there. I think it's these here that won't. So what we'll do is, because we haven't got them yet, we'll put them there. I know it messes up the whole beautiful symmetrical thing going on there. But yeah, that's what's happening. And now we can continue on to the rafflowsia. So for starters, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be automating the inputs. So that will entail us automating the flowers and the mana powder and seeds and things like that. They will all need to be automated before, because, I mean, we're going to be making flowers, and flowers always need seeds. We also, actually, I have just got an idea. And originally, I was thinking we can use some of these seeds around here, and I think that was the most logical thing, to use the seeds, to be any more precise. But what might be a good idea, actually, I just want to see this. I don't care if the cart stops or whatever. Yep, we're good. Didn't break anything. We don't actually have that many seeds that have built up over time here, so that's a bit weird. It's taken a bit of time. However, what I was just thinking is, when you break up pumpkins and watermelon, pretty sure watermelon as well, I can't remember, but we can see. So there and there, you can see pumpkins give us 4 seeds, and melons give us, called watermelon, it's melon. And here, it's a watermelon. That's a watermelon. Just generalized, generic melon. I don't think so. It could be a bit more specific. Now, what I really have to control, because that is control that does that. What I was thinking is we can maybe have a open crate that's just set to 1, and just pumps out these melon seeds like no tomorrow, like pumpkin seeds, melon seeds. We're gonna get 1 per melon, that's not too bad, but yeah, we can just have it pump them out. I mean, that's 58 seeds, that's about 58 flowers, exactly. For the mana powder, there's another question that we have to ask ourselves, because what we are doing with this is we are going to eventually have ourselves we want this whole thing automated. Right, so we're going to get bones, and bones are good for getting us some more seeds. So seeds will not be a problem in the future, because, I mean, we could just create an automatic bone mealer in there, or something with red string. We could even try the, the red string fertilizer, I think it's called, or let me just quickly check that up. Red string, there, Nutrifier, that one. So that could be something we could do. But yeah, what I was saying with the rest of the stuff is we're going to need to find a way of getting ourselves mana powder. We can either do it through redstone dust. Let's just have a look at all the options. We might even find something exciting. I think sugar also does it. So mana powder. Where is mana powder? There, we click on it. We can do 20. 1 of 20. Okay, so it's all of the powders. And we can get that from botanical add-ons. So we could actually automate actually, I don't think it'll work for dropping the leaves, but we could see that we got white floral powder. Where is that? Sugar? There's sugar, glowstone dust, redstone dust, gunpowder, and back to there. So I think our options would be gunpowder, redstone dust, glowstone dust, or sugar. And I'm gonna say sugar's probably the best. So we may have to, this might be a few episode project, because we might have to automate the hell out of sugar to make sure that we have enough and it is all working, and that we can do this, and eventually we will want this same sugar farm to be producing enough sugar for a full Kekimuras farm. So that is what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be starting off with this. Let's start off with some of the easier things, such as the flower farm. And I've got a few interesting tips and tricks with jaded amaranthi. I don't know how to say many of them. Amaranthuses just doesn't sound right. So we'll take this guy out. We're going to move it over to... move it over to that side. And then we will be back once I've done that. Alright, so I think we can get going on this very, very basically, and not doing too many things too crazily. I think we can just do it over here. Let's center this. I think that's center. If not, well, I guess that's just something we'll have to live with. Now what we're doing is we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a flower farm here. It's going to be a bit of a weird one, and I'm debating whether I should be putting it here or not. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just go with it. It's space, and that's all we need, so that will be good to go. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. That should be enough. That's now connected. It should start making a few flowers all over the place. You can see it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. So kind of just every second and a bit, it'll create a new flower. Now in this area, it's it's actually 9 by 9 area. So 9 by 9 is 81 minus that one little block there. Means we've got 80 spots for this to spawn on. And what I've been doing with my testing and stuff, I've noticed that it'll slow down eventually, and I assume it's because it looks at a block, checks the block. If the block can't be placed, for instance, you can see now we a little bit slower than before. Remember, we were going 1, 2. You see? Nothing's coming around, because I assume what's happening is it's looking at a random block, sees random block is occupied, goes on to the next one. So that's kind of the way we're going to have to deal with this. We're going to have to make sure that we've always got this cleared for more to come. Now, what we're also going to do is we're going to add a few more jaded amaranthuses around here. So we can go, I think, 2 down and 2 up, or maybe 3 up or 3 down. I can't remember. I'll have to check in the world I was testing in. And then we can do a few different layers as well. So that every however many seconds, they will break. Also, when we use this Drum of the Wild, I've been testing around with this as well. The way this works is every time you hit this, I'm pretty sure it's 32 blocks that it'll break. So that's 32 random blocks, and nothing more, nothing less. 32 every time, as far as I can test. If it's 30 or 32, I'm fairly certain it's 32 because, I mean, 32 is 32. It's a magical number. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do all that. Then we're gonna get more stuff, and then we can go on to see how we're gonna sort these out. So I was just here busy making my jaded amaranthuses, and I forgot that I installed this thing, so it's actually really, really useful. Oh man, did I seriously unclick from there? What was it? One of those, one of those, one of those, and one of the... Is that right? Yeah, one of those. This thing. Well, it's taking a bit of time now. Probably should have put that a bit lower. But yeah, how awesome is that? I just do that, takes out one more step, and we get water every time. I actually forgot, and when I clicked with this, I wondered why I got a full bucket of water in my inventory, and I mean, I guess that's why. I assume so, because I mean, it's exactly what I did. But yeah, that's done. I'm now going to make these into floating variants, and then we can go check it out. Also, by the way, before I go, I added an additional layer to this. So we've got the 2 layers. It's only 1 red flower. It looks so odd. It just looks so dull without any other colorful flowers around. Or magenta. Is there? There's magenta. There is. I love the magenta flowers. I think we might just do the 2 layers for now and see how we go. See if we have to make it a bit bigger. See if we have to make it a bit smaller. I don't want to do anything too crazy. Okay, so we're back. I almost just dropped my mouse. I've done a little bit of stuff, not too much, but I'll quickly show you what's happening here. So I've done a little bit of a thing here, just because. No real reason. In the meantime, I've let these grow. All of the vivid grass take over here. We can maybe go for another grass color. I don't know. I've just done that for now. I'm not going to put a roof on this thing just yet because we're not too sure how high we want to go with that. So that we'll check out in the future. We might change this. It's all subject to change. This is just currently the thing we are doing. Now what we are going to do is we're going to quickly sort out, make sure that our hopper hocks reach the distance. And I have brought along this for this. So we can maybe just, yeah, let's do that. Keep that in our inventory because in case we need it. I tend to forget. So here we've got ourselves our thing that is this, right? So I've just selected it to check how far this is in range of that. Perfect. Now, how far does this reach? Does this reach the entire farm being in this corner? And it does. By the way, I always see questions when I do have my Manacia monocle on, which you can't actually... Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. It's invisible because of my helmet, I assume. No? No? Really? Did I make it invisible once? Yeah, tinged with phantom ink. Turns out I did. Another thing, I want to untinge that. I want to see how we look. I'm pretty sure it covers our eyes. I want to check that out. I can't remember. Maybe we can change that up for a little bit. Change things around. So here we go. This does reach out this way. And what I was saying about the Manacia monocle is I get so many questions about it. Where what am I using? I'm using that thing right over there. And one thing you can do with it is you can see, oh wow, you can see how far this goes, but it does, oh wait, I can't fly. You can see how far it goes, but sometimes, I mean, that doesn't really tell you much. I mean, I can't get anything from looking like that. But it does have a really great function where you shift right click, just like you normally would if you wanted to bind this to, for instance, there. You can see that's just cleared it. But if you shift right click it, you can see I can walk all the way away and you can see it. So I thought I'd quickly show you guys this because this is something I see quite often and I think it might be a bit of a helpful thing to know about. Now that you can see covers all the way up to there, and the hopper hock we know will cover a few blocks up, a few blocks down, nowhere near in out of this range, so it should pick up everything there. And what we want to do is we want to separate the flowers we want and the flowers we don't want, and then we can maybe test out and see how much... I didn't bring any chests. And by the way, to cancel it, you just shift right click on it and it should clear it. So that is a simple way to fix it. Make sure you always shift right click off of it because you don't want to be on the other side of the base and have to come all the way back here to unshift right click. There's no way, I know at least, of fixing that up without having to do that. So let's quickly put that away. What do we have here? Maybe we can get out our... is it in here? Okay, I don't know where I've put my phantom inked thing. So I've got that there. I really need to store more stuff in this. Yeah, I don't know what I've done with my phantom inked Rod of the Prismatic Lake. It's probably sitting in a chest somewhere around there. Anything else we might want in here? No. Perfect. We'll go back here. It's actually kind of funny walking. I forget how slow we used to be. Let's drop down and go in there. Now, with those jaded amaranthuses that are in our thing, they are never... I'll quickly explain this because this is something which might be in someone's mind or might get asked in the comments, so I'll quickly cover it as well. The jaded amaranthuses, we've got, I think, 6 of them set up there, or 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 6 or something. And what they are doing is every time it searches for one, and remember I told you if they go over the same block, it'll just cancel it. They don't use any more mana per flower by having extra jaded amaranthuses. So you can see every time they will make a flower, you'll see that it uses a certain amount of mana. It's not mana per search. It's not mana for anything else. It's just mana based on how many flowers it makes. So you can have as many of them as you can. It won't waste mana. Just letting you guys know that. And we'll jump down like that. Now what we want to do is we want to also get our mana powder making system in place, and that is really ridiculously easy. So we need that. We'll need some of these things here. So what am I looking for? Living wood, like that. Living wood logs, so planks, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need that for one of these. No, not those. And we'll need some corporea stuff, but we'll only do that a bit later. And that's what we're going to have set up so that when we do connect this up, it will be ready for us to use. So let's go here. Check these out. We're going to have to automate this, and we're probably going to leave it here. So what I was thinking in the meantime with this rafflowsia is we're going to have to connect this place up to the Corporea system. That's just going to have to happen. And in fact, we've almost got a bit of a benefit for having not done it yet, because now we know exactly where we are. We know it definitely does come up to there, which is great. And we can just connect the whole thing up. So let's go here. Thank you. Gather up a few of these because I wanted some mana glass. There we go. There we go. Kind of ironic that I don't use the Botania way of exoflaming, especially after like 2 weeks ago I put out a tutorial on that. That's something we should probably get onto. Go through there. Go through. So yeah, let's put the mana... Oh man, I overshot it. So yeah, what I was saying. We will connect this up to Corporea, down to that side there. So that means we don't have to have our rafflowsia set up right over there. We can have it anywhere we want. And that was this thing in my hand that made that noise. Let's go to this one here. We're running out of mana very, very quickly. So yeah, that's something we can do. And I think it'll be quite a benefit to get out of the way. And we can work out a few ways of hiding it and all that type of stuff. There we go. So what I'll do now is I'll just place a bit of this mana glass away around there so we can get light in it. Also to finish it off. I mean, I just like to finish these things off. Then what we can do is we can also connect these up to chests and start the timing on this thing once we've got a few things together. And in fact, if we are using Corporea, we might not even need to kind of have chests and things here. We could just send them off on their merry way. Because we've already got the storage system for the flowers from when we moved the other Jade Amaranthus farm. So that's something we can do. It's not something we're going to do right now, but it's something we can do. So what I'll do is I'll get a few things done and I'll be back with you. Okay, we're not too far away from it. Man, I've got to stop. Every time I hit my mouse and it goes flying, you'll notice the amount of times I start off where I just go boom, boom, and then just work my way out. Okay, well, we're getting very, very close. In fact, I think we have completely almost filled this up. And I also get the feeling our timing is off on these, so we'll have to work it out. Have to go through a few more things to work out. Maybe there's been a timing change since I've done this. It's been a while, been a few months, so we'll have to check that out. But what we are doing right now is I came down here because I saw this was getting full, and in fact a bit earlier I was planning on doing something about it before it even got full. So let's do this. Place a spark on there and hope for the best with this. Does it connect? Yes, that's good. That's good. It connects up to there. Oh man, that's good. And that's also, I just thought that's a good idea to check. Make sure this isn't getting overfilled. Look at all that mana going through there. Oh, that's beautiful. Then you change. Oh, I don't like this hitting back thing. But that's okay. It changes now. There we go. And there we go. And there we go. That works very well. So yeah, there's ideas and they are completed. Very, very simple. And as I say, it wasn't long after the last clip, so you can see we've just done a bit of glass there. Now what I was thinking was we can go and grab up those things, as I said, for the Corporea. And I don't know whether we should use something special. That's alright, it didn't hurt me. Barely even touched me. Now, yeah, I don't know whether we should use the normal, like, just chests everywhere, or maybe try and disguise them. I don't know. But that's something we can try out. Actually, do abstruse platforms. We can't put, like, what is a chest? We can't put, like, those types of blocks in there, can we? We can go, platform. Let's just go plat is not enough. Platform. We've got our infrangible platform. What is... That doesn't have a recipe, does it? Okay. Do we have any of those? We do have one of those. So we can put it down there. And then we can take out one of these. Just normal chest. Yeah, we can't put chests in there. That would have been pretty cool. Can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. So yeah. We'll have to work out some way of doing it. Maybe we could even... Yeah, no. I thought I had an idea, but I didn't. So, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll just get stuff together and hope for this all to work. Okay, throw out the last idea for now. We'll quickly get the timing and stuff done. So we've got that out the way. We're not splitting this up in an illogical manner. So there, we'll do those. We just need one of those like that. And we'll go over, make sure that we get this thing timing properly and breaking things the way we want these broken down. There we go. So let's go here. We'll need to make ourselves... We've got ourselves a warp lens. I'm not too sure what I got that from, but it was from one of my farms earlier, and it was already in my corporate system. So that was great. Now we need that, and we will need... Also, I would have preferred a smaller maniple. What are they? Diluted maniples? Don't have one of those. So now what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do that, like that, and can I do that? Oh, man. Oh, no. Almost made it. Almost made it. There we go. And now what we need to do is the recipe is like that. Like that. Do these not stack? No. Okay. And we need those. I was going to say I did take leather. So there. There. I know we could be doing this a smarter way, but that's okay. So there we go. We've got these guys, and maybe we can do it. Do we want to do them straight up? Yeah, let's put them at the back. Because they kind of don't... Oh, no, we actually probably better off using them right here, because this is right next to the maniple. So we can have it working off the same pool. So there we go. Go like that. Although, I mean, it's not that hard. Is that working? Is that facing the direction I want it to? No, it is. That's for sure. And around here, put on that one there. And put one of these at the top. Actually, we can maybe even make a bit of dye. Make these different colors. I've wanted to do that for a while now. Just make different colored maniples around the place. So we want to put that in. Can we get that? I don't think we will get it. No. Is that on? I didn't count how many we had. Yep, there it is. Cool. There. And put one of those on there. Now that should be perfect. And all we need to do is we need to get ourselves a bit of sand. I'm thinking we should probably do this every 30 seconds. And we could use normal sand, or preferentially we would use the red sand. So we've got... Oh, it's already on there. Very convenient. How many do we have? Nothing. 23 might actually not be a bad number. Can I just go like Shift C? There we go. All of them. And check if this works. So we go down here. Put these on here. That should... No, you know what? Why do I use a warp? It's meaning to get a phantom lens. We need a phantom lens, not a warp lens. Warp lenses are not used for that. Drop down. And let's go here. We go. Lens. And stop there. We've got a phantom. Perfect. I'm not too sure why I put this here. If anyone remembers, please let me know. I don't know if I've just done that by accident or not. It's been there for a few episodes, so I've been meaning to get rid of it. It's gone now. Let's check this out. No. Yes. Perfect. And down like that. Then like that. And what this should do is this should break all of them. And we can maybe place a few of these around. Pick up quick. There we go. There we go. There we go. And one more. Just around there for good measure. So when this breaks, it should go through all of those. And let's do that. So we should see it go through all 4. Get up the top there. That lagged a little bit. And in this time, I don't think we would have a problem with things overgenerating. And in fact, if we are getting it overgenerating, we would rather have it overgenerating, because there's never going to be a stage where we're going to have too many flowers to deal with, because we'll always have flowers to break. The Jade Amaranthus isn't going to be wasting any mana, so that's a good way of looking at it. Oh man, that lag is bad. Let's just check if I just gather these up, just like this. About to get another hit. Let's check if it lags over here. Can see it over there. Oh yeah, that did. Why is that so laggy? That's definitely, yeah, undergenerating. Oh no, it isn't. It isn't. I don't know anymore. I have got no clue anymore. So what we'll do is we just have to do that. All of them gone. All of them in there. Let's get rid of these here. So there. Oh, no. Yes, thank you. That one didn't seem like it was actually too laggy. It might just be when we break all of them at once. It's a big lag machine, and now it's just keeping up. So we'll have a look, wait for one more time. It's not these, it must be just the blocks, and that's a good thing. That's what we want it to be. Do we not have enough mana? Maybe, is that a problem? That is a problem. Oh man, that's another problem we're gonna have, is getting mana to this. So perhaps we would need to figure out our mana situation as well. If not, we could always just do a mana minecart for the time being, and that could potentially do the trick, or we could just, as I say, cop it and finish it all off. So let's check this out. Let's check what's going on here with the Terra Shatterer. So there we go. Terra Shatterer, it's barely moved at all. And that's because we aren't getting enough mana through. Hopefully that'll change. Hopefully that'll change. We're getting quite a bit of free kind of extra mana from the Endo Flames. But yeah, what I'll do is I'm going to go back, get a few more things to kind of sort out what we're about to do. So what is on our current list? We've done this. This was a big job. We've finished, well, not a big job, but it's important on our list. The next one is actually this, which we can just do here quickly. We can put it up here. We can always change where it is. Currently, we can just have it around here. So we do something like that. And like that. It doesn't have to be one up. I just prefer it to be one up. And all we need to do is connect that up to Corporea, which we're going to have to bring the system here. So that's going to be connected there. And then our next inputs are only petals, which are very easy to make. And then after petals, what's the next one? I don't know. In fact, I'm just thinking, for storage purposes, we'd probably be better off changing our petals in our flowers in here to pure petals. But then we got the issue of not having enough flowers, which isn't that big of an issue because we should be able to get them quite easily over here. So you see how these are all stored as flowers, which store 2 petals each per flower. Think of it that way. But if we had stored them as the 9x9, so petals, like, let me check flowers. Can we just get some flowers out? So let's get flower. We'll get out, let's say, the magenta, because magenta's a cool color. Just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. And we only needed actually 5, but that's okay. So we do that, and we can make them into the petal blocks, magenta block. And I think they look pretty cool. Nope, I didn't want to throw it, but that's okay. We've got one more. They look pretty cool. And they are also quite good for storing these things. So that could be an idea for us to store these things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up this system here. Probably go around this way, like what we've done with the other island. All the way, well, the other part of the island, all the way to here. And then we can see how we go. So I'll do that, and I'll be back. Alright, this has taken me actually not as long as before, that's for sure. It does look really, really ugly having all of these things here, but remember we've got the 2 because we want to have a line going in and a line going out. So if you guys are wondering why there's 2 of everything, that's why. And we probably could have done it in a chest, but that's okay. Now, we want to test out to make sure this works, and I've been doing a few tests along the way, but I haven't done any tests, and you can see I've just logged in now. So if this goes... Oh, yep. Wow, that's good. That worked. Now we can also do another test with, for instance, the Rod of the Seas. Let's go make sure that it works both ways, from inside there and from outside here. And if that's the case, we've done everything the way we wanted it done, and we can always just mess around with it later. Although it probably won't happen anytime too soon, so we want a Rod of the Seas, was it? Rod of the Seas. There it is. Press C, and... Yes! We got it. So that's perfect. Now what we can do with that is now we can completely automate everything outside of where we want it automated, which is really great. Did it just start raining? And obviously my Terra Bozu stopped everything. That's beautiful. Now what we can do is we can connect this one up. This one's going to need a magenta, spark. There we go. We'll have to log out and log back in to see those ones. And actually, let's just test that out. Let's go test it out. Okay, log back in. They're gone. Yes, we've got everything working. That is actually a really awesome thing to have done. And you can see there, it's ready to go as well. Now, actually, what I was thinking with this whole farm and everything is the floral powder. In fact, as you can see there, which can be made from petals, can be made here. So I was really overlooking something really, really, really obvious. And if you guys have left it down in the comments already, you were one step ahead of me. But aside from that, I think it's actually a really good idea. That means we can use all of the others. We actually only will need, I mean, not many, because only 1/3 of the flowers that are going to be eaten by the rafflowsia will need one of those. So that's actually a really great thing. However, I think it will be a simple thing to fix. We'll make everything into petals. We can actually, over here, make a full just everything into petals thing. And then send in those petals into blocks and then send that off that way. That's the way I'm planning on doing it. So we can maybe do that underneath. Maybe we can do it on the top and make a little flower building. But for today, guys, I think that's going to do us. So thank you very much for watching. You know the rest. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, I'll see you later, guys. Let me turn around. Bye-bye.